G'day everybody, welcome to the first episode of Zoomin with the Magpie. I am Sean Walsh from the South Logan Magpies media team. Today, our first guest, we have our Intrust Super Cup Head of Performance, Grant Cole. Coley, mate, thanks for taking the time out. First and foremost, congratulations on the new role, mate. How have you found the role so far?
Thanks, mate. Good to be here. It's pretty exciting. I do love organising pre-seasons, so this one's been no different. And getting a few of those younger boys on board has just been, just helped me out a lot. So it's been exciting passing knowledge on to them, and then, just taking everything on board myself. It's been pretty fun so far.
Yeah, brilliant. Obviously, for everyone who doesn't know a bit about your background, obviously, talks about how I suppose you got to the role. Obviously, you were with us last year coming from East. Talk to us about your journey up to the head of performance role.
Yeah, I was a player at East Tigers back in the day, and I just sort of hung around and was really interested in, the performance side of things. I was always a really good trainer, but a shit player. So I really got into that sort of side of things, and from there just got asked to stay around. And then I was the head of performance at East for about 4.5 years. And but then once they sort of cleared out all their staff and brought on all their new boys, I was looking for a role, and then JB handed me a little lifeline, and I came and worked with JB as a strength coach last year. And then, obviously this year with Bretho taking over, we've got a good relationship. So he's asked me to take on the head role, and that's how we got here.
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Obviously, the Magpies, heading back the last couple of years, have been, one of the more fitter teams in the competition. Obviously, how are we trying to continue this year? And I know with COVID, I suppose, has that been a good or a bad thing from your point of view, heading into 2021 pre-season? I know, they haven't had a lot of footy, but they've had a lot of rest.
Yeah, 50-50, because we had half the boys go and play in the BRL, and then half of them didn't. So I've decided, we've been going for 2 weeks now, so I've decided to come back a little bit earlier, and that's literally just for those guys that you need breaking in, and just to make sure that we're not really smashing the lower limb. Didn't want to get a big high rate of shin splints. So just taking it easy for the first week, and then now we're sort of starting to ramp it up now. But yeah, there's such mixed results. There's such a mixed bag of people that have played, people like, Jake Elmore, and then people that haven't played that are, are way behind the 8 ball that need catching up. So I've got a mixed bag, but excited to, get the same result out of everyone nevertheless.
No, brilliant. Obviously a little period now leading up to Christmas. As you said, we're 3 weeks in now. But what are your, you're in the coaching staff, your goals between now and Christmas, with these boys? Obviously, as you said, people coming from different, parts of the spectrum, I suppose. How are you guys looking to try and, leave them for Christmas?
Yeah, well, as I touched on before, I've hired 6 staff underneath me, and it's just paying dividends. So everyone has a role, and every player with different needs is getting looked after. So say those really fit guys with those big aerobic tanks, they're going off and doing speed work, whilst these guys that, haven't done anything for the last 12 months, they're getting their big aerobic capacity sort of thing, while these other boys are working on speed and power. So yeah, it comes down to, having those other staff there helping me out. But pre-season, we're mostly looking at building, acceleration, aerobic capacity, so big tanks to last, the whole season, and to, recover better from all of our high intensity efforts. And the gym, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I just really want them to work hard in there, and I think I've created a better gym atmosphere this year, so that they can succeed in that sort of realm.
Yeah, brilliant. Touching on that, you've mentioned Jake Elmore for a couple of these guys. Who are some of the players that have really stood out to you so far, and not surprised you, but been a bit of a pleasant little surprise, I suppose. So far this year.
Well, yeah, we got like Jake Elboy played all year. Then you got KT, Kel Tate. He's had, been fighting, so MMA stuff. So he's, unbelievably fit. Kobe Terraro, one of the juniors. He's looking amazing. We got like a few new guys that I'm still waiting to see them play, like that. Come across like they're good trainers, but can't wait to see them actually in that sort of in their positions and throwing the footy around. Who else is? Oh, Hazard's always a good one. He looks like he's always working hard. There's going to be a few that I don't mention, but a lot. We're looking good anyway.
Yeah, brilliant, mate. Obviously, last couple of questions. Moving into next year, obviously the Intrust Super Cup season looking, still yet to be really finalised, but looking at a shorter season, but more games crammed in. How is that going to be a challenge for these boys? To be match fit. Obviously, it's one thing being fit on the paddock. It's another thing getting used to the intensity of a first grade footy game. How I suppose how much of a challenge is that going to be for those players, and how you guys are going to try and help them, transition back into 80 minutes of Intrust footy?
Yeah, well, like I said, we started earlier, and that we got 2 weeks after Christmas extra as well. So that extra time is going to help us to get all them ready. So there's that, and then just that hard work ethic sort of thing. Like they come now, and then once that 5:30 whistle blows, it's all down to business. They know that. There's no talking about all the rubbish that they did on the weekend. We're just down to business. We're professionals. We're going to act like it, and I'm really drilling that into them. And they're here to work hard, and then then after training they can go do whatever they want, sort of thing. But while they're here, when that whistle blows, it's down to business. Yeah,
brilliant, mate. I really appreciate your time, mate. I know, you've been pretty busy the last couple of weeks, mate, so I really appreciate you coming on. First episode, so you're the first came off the rank, mate, so I really appreciate it. Good luck for the rest of pre-season. I know the boys looking really good. Mate, thanks so much and have a great afternoon.